younger than me, um, I always see that they always start with their business plan as the problems they want to solve in the world. And the bigger proportion of that is a purpose that is driven by consciousness, driven by not just pure profit, like how our parents used to speak about, but also how they can help their community or a social issue. So I think the KPIs are very different for this generation, and I'm glad to see it. Now, the difficult thing is to implement it because of public policy, like you said, and also the mindset. Also, we have to remember we come from Indonesia, which is still a developing country, which means in terms of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we're still on the lower levels of, I mean, the majority of us are trying to survive, are trying to live. So how then do we become purposeful in that? So if we can get the mindset together, kayak Tamara bilang tadi, people, planet, and profit, bahwa these three have to come together. But also big institutions, NGOs, especially the government, needs to really create actions towards that kind of thinking so people can have that framework and that values integrated in their way of building a business, in their way of communicating, in even society's values. Because that's the thing, right? With now social media, all the values are reaching us very fast. If it's hedonistic things that are trending, hedonistic things are going to be in our subconscious, and that's how we're going to generate our life basically. If we're talking about someone's divorce, that's going to be in our mind, right? Subconsciously, because it's everywhere, it's on all platforms. So, what I'm seeing with young people is they're very aspirational, they're very purpose driven, but then again, we also need to think about where we come from, and actually, that can be a challenge, but that can also be the beauty of it. Seperti Mas Tatak, we can start small. We can start with smaller resources. It's cheaper to start. And there's so many communities that are available for us to activate and include, and also even volunteer in our crazy plans in the beginning. Um, I think where I really learned how to about social entrepreneurship is through Sadhguru. I do a lot of meditation with Sadhguru, and I'm so honored also to be his student. I went to India for a couple of months, and in the beginning, couple of weeks, then I became a volunteer of his and joined the Save Soil movement, which is his movement untuk kesuburan tanah. Jadi sebenarnya ketahanan pangan ini masalahnya adalah kesuburan tanah. Mungkin bukan kesuburan tanah yang ada di hutan ya teman-teman, tapi kesuburan tanah di pertanian. Bahwa a lot of our land is degraded through chemicals, the way we plant things, maybe misinformation, and a lot of government implemented also fertilizers and pesticides that we don't realize is actually corroding our land. So through Sadhguru, I learned this concept of social entrepreneurship in action in India. And I was thinking, tadi juga Tamara bilang, kita bisa belajar dari negara-negara seperti India, which is quite similar to us, our demographic. Apalagi kita negara agraria. Jadi I think if we just start collectively having this consciousness of putting people and planet before profit dulu, and also just looking at certain things on social media di mana kita yang searching, jangan kita yang di feeding. Sama dengan persahabatan, sama dengan media, kita yang harus searching. Karena aku selain cerita ya, ini agak diverting from the question, but I always tell my friends like, how do I ensure that I'm a more successful person than I am today? I don't usually pick up 100 of the calls that people who need me all the time. I always balance it. People who need me and people who I need. Not who I need to make me more successful, but people that I need to feed my soul, people that I need to educate me, and people that I think are inspirational to me. Because people that I think are inspirational to me are not gonna call me and say, hey, I wanna inspire you. No. These are the people you need to make an effort. Kamu harus bikin usaha. Gimana saya bisa ketemu Pak Boy Kelana misalnya? Gimana saya bisa ketemu dengan seorang Mbak Dia Sastro or someone that you look up to, these are people you need to reach out. Because everything that's easy to reach us is needing our energy, but everything we reach out is maybe someone that we need their input or energy. So this is just a bit of tips if you want to be a socialpreneur. Look outside the box and jangan malu bertanya dan jangan malu untuk menghubungi atau terkoneksi ke dalam dunia di mana kamu mau eksis di situ. Jangan nyaman eksis di dunia di mana ya kamu di situ aja dan di-feed dengan informasi yang juga algoritma kamu menemukan itu aja sih.
That's amazing. Thank you, Radhika. Round of applause. You touched